Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Today is June 8th, 2023. June 8th. What would they say? June 8th, 2023. You know, that's 16 days now left to the elections. 16 days. Again, kudos to all the folks out there, all the people where they go around, they sensitize and educate with people. You know how to get for vote, how for fold the paper. Kudos to you guys. Thank you. Again, that's what they say, that the emphasis stand there because the people and momentum for go votes not die. Because a lot of operatives them within the APC where SLPP send their agenda for ensure say, you know, they make people and feel that disenfranchised to the point where people they ask well and not go vote. People una they go vote June 24, 16 days from today. Una they go vote for Pulmarabio. It don't say they wait to 5 years. Una they go vote. APC they work. Lawyer Lansana Dubuya and the executive they work fervently for ensure say everything that they should take care of, then take care of them. But for now, the goal that for make sure say everybody is sensitized and educated and ready for go vote. Then no excuse, then nothing will stop you for go vote. Now you're right, God give you the power there. Yes, we don't say the electioneering process, it confusing, it box up, it mix up. Some of them don't tire of the political party, but hey, we still go, we don't want to go vote until we have for fix the system overall for change. But this one, SLPP for go. We all agree. The SLPP operatives, they only say they call themselves APC, they don't want to go vote. Una ready for go vote, una prepare yourself. But you know, salon people, and what they can discuss today now, you see, we don't see the level of violence. And this is what we can talk so today. Come record, I don't talk about yesterday, or the and listen to late net. And you know, for the past 4 or 5 years, we can always just come with you know, instances them of everything what happened across the world. What we look at, even Sierra Leone itself. Now, example, first of all, before we left Salon, said for go say we go Rwanda. Salon, we get a brutal rebel war. We know what thing caused the war. The war not overnight. I can hear people in the sky for skew the message. Hey, APC be there about 28 years. Waiting to tell you now waiting leader. You know, from the 1964 to 67 of Albert Magai. Una this message here, una share, una bring una picking and can we don't turn 18. 19, 20, una young picking, una bring them camp so you can listen. Because history now in the lost na Africa. History now we not respect na Sierra Leone, and if we not respect history, every suffer or suffer so like today will never be fixed. We not go address them. But today we address history, we take them very seriously. Let we educate people them. I see American embassy the other day, even they don't go take a country, a picture of the country where they paint a nice artifact. The US embassy don't hang on the embassy wall there. That is how they maintain history. They don't memorialize the country. It did at the American embassy. The government will wait for see what they get for do for memorialize that country there one day. And we hope so they go take the trunk and keep them. Then can go somewhere where people go watch that trunk for generations here unborn for see that continue. But I didn't know the issue. Sierra Leoneans history, when they see the violence when they go on, we see that video when a guy in the call moment soiree for say, hey, look, we don't block the road there. They see Samura Kamara the there, we're ready for kill all APC. We all know the video. We all know the video. Not to today they happen. What to do? We can give an historical perspective, going back from 1964 to 67 of Albert Magai. We come with the criminal libel law. It changed the constitution. We make SLPP still go use the Public Order Act. Then they go use them for go against people and rights to free speech, against people and rights to protest. Albert Magai and carry with them. If they get shame, they never talk about the Public Order Act. We'll get the 1991 constitution. We supersede that one day. But in the cabinet, they mention them. Some people excuse me, 64 to 67. When Albert Magai came, we change all the laws, then they affirmative action. It put one tribe over all the others who are no all in there. It disenfranchised the Creole people them. Now free chocolate and they instead of but all of these things it lead me down the path. When Shaka Stevens came, take to the 1967 elections, where Albert Magai lost that election day. And they take them from here because Cobre will can say and cash the can say for no can finish. But they take them from here first because all things get foundation. Also SLPP, what's make them get the gumption for continue for doing things there. And we reached to President Kuruma in self young government, as nice as he was, as one of the best presidents we'll ever get. But there is a lot of things were happening. What they like today, now they lead me down this path. But they take them from 64 to 67. Well, but my guy lost the elections. Now he recruits Inga Norman. When I call on a picking and camp 18, 19, 20 years old, let they can listen. Inga Norman, where did I get they don't die now? Inga Norman, Albert Magai recruit and Brigadier Lansana, now they overthrow Shaka Stevens for not take over power. We Shaka Stevens win the 1967 elections. Within a 10 day.
Yeah, if the Guinea history for don't even discount the one that we did below 18. The election law, please, don't lost stress out there. The election law tell we say that when you 18, now you for begin vote because they expect you say you supposed for think. But in fact, like now when you don't pass 18, now you don't big full self extra salon. So don't discount even the one that we did below 18. Because even the one that we don't pass 18, like there's still politicians in the big full them, like I picking them. Anyway, carry on, bro.
Absolutely, I get your point, Kashi. We're going to expound on Dandy. But this is the election, right? They can't so bra. They get for go vote. So I make a one talk to the one they were registered. They've got to all register the 18, the 19s, that's what they all register. But the one they will register, I want to understand. Because some of them stated they only dance for SLPP. I wanted to know side SLPP don't pull we to choose which Kashi. But you get a good point. History very important like with curriculum like the school at every age. Say all the way. But you see, Salon people, the fact of the matter remains 1967. Again, Albert Magai. Now I go recruit Brigadier Lansana after they lost the election and in Ganoman for overthrow Shaka Stevens. There were 3 coups within 1967 to 68 till they reinstate Shaka Stevens. 3 coups. The first one at Lansana in Ganoman. Then the second one at Siljox Smith them. Then finally Siljox Smith them in other compatriots. Then will be one for handover power on time. Now Brigadier Rogers them, Magura them, they all come on and go take Shaka Stevens. They can reinstate Shaka Stevens. Now they the trouble begin at Salon. That time now Shaka Stevens don't lost confidence by the military. All of them here will talk up.
They called the third coup na other ranks then. Emmanuel Rogers and the other ranks then.
Other ranks, thank you.
With them pull, yes, the other ranks with them pull Justice Smith them, with them rank them. Then self one do even worse than waiting to bring the last do. So the other ranks them sit down and look critically say no thing. Now we make officers and be officers. We know this you don't know and can lead with officer tomorrow. Now we get for go execute the order. Now we get for go first. So then now then topple the government. We them bring Shaka Stevens camp in 1968. So there are many coups and counter coups because the team in long can now what you see now. So it started that history. So it started in 1967. But I then begin take the military by tribe. So okay, Brigadier Lansana Mindeman from Kailang in Ganomana. Now Mindeman from both districts. So they begin identify themselves as tribalist. So what happened? We see what in Brigadier Bangura themselves begin. So you see, since that time they don't nurse the part seed, but you not been open. The kind don't open. So now we don't say I don't blatant, I don't pass by because people know they for challenge. I'm mentioning imagine as Salome in day like that age, people in challenge over that in a day. We make not be able to get base for like Sidom.
Absolutely. Comrade, at that point, you saw I reach so. Now I want to talk about the SI Koromas there. The same before now there. When they go na Kailahun, you remember, comrade? Agba Shetani, when they call SI Koroma, Agba Shetani. When they block that road to Nani, no one remember. I say, hey, yeah, SI Koroma then days, the same before now the days them, Shaka Stevens days. Then go block them, they say, yeah, where APC guys are, they come out. Now they say, yeah, I want in the B. You see, na preparation, that APC will sabi. They make her, we had a wham. What they see there, like you, I can take power to the side the APC. Nothing they no sabi they never do. Now inside APC more than they challenge themselves, they fit themselves. But wake up for take on the SLPP accordingly. Go ahead, comrade.
Ibrahim, I talked about that yesterday exactly. I see.
Oh, thank you.
They now call SI Kroma Abasetani because of them call out. Ibrahim.
Hey, comrade, by the way, I'm sorry, I not listened to your message yesterday because I was very busy in the evening yesterday, so I'm not listening to your message.
I do late. I do around almost 12 o'clock to and because I'm not let the thing go. The church, I don't let me church go.
Gotcha.
SI Kuruma there, what make them call and then the Ibrahim, as you say, the same for and others. The same attitude SFP do so because I always know not all men demand. But it's 80% to the person are called. When the person against alone, you can't create a nice accommodation, say nothing happened. The one the low will prove the big one. Other hand the big one. That's how SI Kuruma get the name say capacity. They say only the first step now not to do first and southeast. Let them no say, we not able to them. Ibrahim from that time they went and done that thing day. We all man know that the big one. Except people that fool them till they put another then sit down panel. They're not going to because they don't know say not to say they not turn at all APC no able to do so you only first them but just for because of peace. But when they do that Takade, that's 10 to 77 Ibrahim here. Except people the only alternative again and say look what you got for can kill the young people them. Look can kill people them. Now the only alternative because the SC Kumar them don't be they say no we go for prove them. Ibrahim, the APC party who say SC they say they are sweet to God. Then they decline and engrave them. then send before that then see a camera solo them. Who said they then council court. Imagine Ibrahim said this will be not just familiar. They don't get better pull the kids. We forget. We didn't see them here. They don't get they don't get time for legal complaints. That's and complain on themselves because the world not be animal kingdom. Complain on them and the world not be the interfere by Africa politics now. Like all the see now see then we see what the stand for this person. Ibrahim, imagine all them two get soon now. This APC. People of Sierra Leone. Let me tell you something, Ibrahim. This story happened in Salone now. No pull APC SLPPD. You Sierra Leonean. The Salone law say you get right to self-defense. You need to affect you. Possibly take cutlasses. You don't see. You don't look at when it's not they can't chap you cut you in above. That's what it's in above because Ibrahim 5 years. How many people in SLP they don't kill? Where they not even hold nobody today. They not say self police or say investigate self. So the statement that they give for SL Kroma then them being up to the task Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
This is what they say so. Now jokers. Now jokers there.
I'll tell you. Now for right
politics, Madabio say in his statement, he said for being silence in African politics could be in your disadvantage.
Absolutely.
In opposition.
It's okay.
Not in governance, so in opposition it's okay. And even from that 10 day to date, we see SLP then go silence. Lord, we see opposition they reducing and do way the Medina governance. Lord, we for Madabio in jail. I'm not to say that the political motivation. You don't kill. Not to say that the MPRC kill them do this now. Now during peacetime, he kill a party supporter Benjamin Yompos. He send Yompos for kill him. Madabio say accomplice the left. Madabio go block and come and come for the left. Lima go do rudeness the left. Ibrahim, what in this episode they saw? I don't want not to APC talk with the talk today. Look, we just talk about national issues that because I don't want to talk about I want to talk about I want mixing with you.
Laura, let's not say something yesterday. You know, even tell we say like I don't know if that Kenny Mark Puja or so. The one that when they go attack, when they go to the police station for go report the case, then they back the police lock.
All right, so oh, sorry, that somebody they called me. We disrupt the call. Okay, call me the cash. But yeah, going back to that point, everything that we're saying, you know, 10 and day.
No cares a lot to arrest. Ibrahim, one of the greatest foundation for any man that is so.
Comrade, hold on 1 second. Comrade, I've been lost soon as somebody called me. We disrupt the call, so I miss half of what you say, like about 20 seconds. Now, I'd like contact you to mention it.
Yeah.
Take her from that topic.
I remember in statement we been give we they do that ruling in the court. They say it's afraid let that ruling no cares a lot of come out over the years because the bar it actually understands say this particular ruling we didn't do so. He gave a great problem in a salon. Ibrahim, he see Salomon with the look also for them. We are the only people that work for them. Only looks at Boko foot now. They also go here to it. Now don't they look. Now don't they grumble. Who they behave? Salomon they behave like you know. If I'm more than knock dogs on side, you know they make noise inside the knocker. We they run. The neighbor will know this outside the store. They do go and cry weekly posse. Ibrahim, who's that person chair? I don't know for sure. I can say on constitutional matters, we don't pass by our country. Now radical approach. Now you get that the Bible says even if dictatorship become motive, now you talk about always.
If dictatorship becomes a fact, a revolution becomes a right.
Right. So Ibrahim Law check now. We don't say revolution. This later parts of Africa countries them. We will come to Guinea or neighbor them. We Alpha come the face in God. He change constitution himself make election. He say now win by force. What happened? In your PQ we prayed. Now, you can say, no, the country big pass you, big pass me interest, you pull them. Let's go to Mali. What happened? The man wanting the law. Not to say, in just attempt more. You know, that you don't attempt. The people that rise up, they not call party, they are the people that rise up together, including the religious leaders that enjoy it. Let's go to Burkina Faso. The man, if you say in a court, let's compare for one plan, or rest not ever see on the look Senegal are the most peaceful democracy in Africa. Today, Senegal don't become. They said the Palace alone now the most peaceful democracy in Africa. Then the history of Senegal, like the only country in Africa we not get military in one day, they don't get coup d'etat. Was what happened under Macky Sall. Not what happened so now. The first in history was an Senegal protest. They not lost up to 10 people. They're first in history. When Senegal go to protest, so they kill people. You never happen at the history. So you see, because when they get people, when not deeper, when they can, they're facing at an God. Imagine. Macky Sall not do nothing na Senegal na just Sonko wangling person the life normal. See wangling political leader and the life normal. See you want to do it from there. They say well, you know, nine count balance. So if I'm come now, uti happy salon na Senegal. They happy Macky Sall for Senegal right now. No, you might uti happy salon. Uti happy salon over the years. If na Senegal be happy, if for Senegal, it's how people them, religious people them, the youth them. Everybody stand up. The politician, Sonko, he not to say any people, he says something happiness among the crowd. Ibrahim, 5 years of we governance. The only two we talk about native and killing and political intimidation. You don't talk like music. Ibrahim, music, any is sweet. If you talk, I play every day, the time for listener. How many times would they talk? Do they only talk about the killing them? For let them begin beat episode and I start. Nana is starting at the Southeast, Ibrahim. No. But nobody they see also the Pango. Not so I start. If they don't start from the dinner governance, if that's a APC governance, they need the foundation for let SLP to be so. The Odina governance, no APC, no government talk APC is a Kenima. 2018, no government work out APC banner put on na the Southeast na Bo na Kenima na Kala they make a no go area for APC during APC governance. Yeah. What kind of opposition? Nine lead to the rape of Satan in there. We made them born people house them. Ibrahim, this also say now the opposition now. Can the opposition now? They're not correct mistakes. They know voting. We're not for voting happy. Imagine we didn't governance. They're not church, no SLPP, no partner the country. SLPP and it's like almost all those that are marketing being able to be in what people they put poster there. Free talk. We didn't governance during SLPP rally. They broke APC. Someone come out in your billboard and we road them point all. SLPP them. This time APC tell them governance. The foundation I tell us to say that they start the so they don't test water. They say, I don't know them. Because if you don't enter in the, then we don't deal with the idiots. Even if they can't put them regime change on top of it, therefore we don't say, I no go area. Ibrahim, you know, the President Nkrumah gets a lot of things for talk now. For tell them, say, under me tenure as president, when I've been get power for the world, we get them, we basically able to do any kind of thing. I refuse. What he make now, Ibrahim, this I can beat him. President Nkrumah will just left and say, need to talk. We agree. But 2 years to that, being say, is that time I begin to Obama for me, then lost power, boom, in America. I always give example. He begin to today, in particular, Donald Trump, even they be Donald Trump, so then it won't commit crime. They by now no make Tate and Trump about talk. Small thing, but Biden they can't talk. Small thing, they say, look, Biden, Tate they can condemn Biden. Even if they didn't ask you, all kind of cases, they don't impeach and they do straight to go court, it still they can talk. It still they continue for criticize the government. Ibrahim, I remember vividly for one video President Nkrumah say when them they go get flag bearer and I insisted they work out the flag bearer for campaign. Today na 16 days to election. A message at this point in time is important. He go and set na crowd for say today and the Nkrumah go campaign na Poloko, na Cambia or na Kabala or na Falaba. You know what that mean? Or the go campaign na Bo na Kenima. You know what that mean? Ebo Ibrahim. At the good Samura Kamara. Because Ibrahim then told the talk so people in life, let me tell you something, Ibrahim. Oh, people in the Southeast, especially when the brothers and sisters in the episode and the in the APC, then to practice pure democracy in the Nado for. Hey, not then they kill past anybody, and they beat past anybody, and they rape, and they wasn't the point. Look what's happening na Kenny Matidio. Look what's happening na Kala to brothers. Look what's happening na Pujo. Look what's happening na Mayamba. Look what's happening na Bont. So you see that here, you see they're going to make checkpoint. That's how the situation na Fundu. Now when I woke up to in 1993, I know the place very, very well. I know they very well. Now Robert Pam nine grad see. Now they rather to come out. Then they give updates Ibrahim. Yeah. Then they give updates when I could agree. Able, hey, if Ibrahim if you will protect you picking them, no care them gonna danger. If you will protect you picking them, no care them gonna exercise for go swim. If you know you go swim for pool there, if you don't no care them go there. Why would the Sudan and look this country go this way? That's why we started in Rwanda Ibrahim 1994. You know, just start from 1993. Then they go to church and they begin talk the thing. Then they go to radio station and they begin talk. Then they begin making music. Then begin they divide the military in Rwanda. All man in a line, nothing happy. One rain day, they just see no more fire come on. Oop. Ibrahim, if you don't see what the explosion that happened for nothing, na cause or any explosion na cause. Any explosive will happen na cause. Then look and see, well, Ibrahim Salunge for broke Rwanda record for not be careful very soon. One tribe against all the other tribe them. then in a wangling part of the country, they say no go area for other person. Ebo Ibrahim, me I tell you this year, the northern as them. Ona Sierra Leone and Sierra Leone, Sierra Leone as owner feel say the saloon bigger than this SLPP Mende people, not to the all Mende people and the SLPP people. La put on this way. Only la saloon big pass SLPP people. Now all stand up. You and Mende we no say you die against what SLPP do. You in a corner we be there against SLPP do. You in a Sierra Leone SLPP do. This high time we challenge them for all lead which what happened in 1996. Ibrahim. Now so they come. Let me tell you something. First of all, be ever manifest if it come a job in day. Which means the Kamajo succeed. We can not come that bad element to the top, so we come with and get small privilege for can. It take all the area of them go going to push them, all within a push to like pass them. Just that below we don't come on a push, they can get a weapon. It turned an army for protect SLPP. Was in the doing a sailor and kill Sujaman and not make their president. Right. Begin to get them all soldiers, the 1815 soldiers. Begin to get the then senior man 1860 soldiers, the other 60 soldiers. Then begin kill soldiers now. Abraham and begin kill the young brothers and the Kamajo start na Tongo, where they kill Johnny, where na Tongo is born, a young brother where they all born is we see the kill if it's not play. Then go take a point and Sansan and attack. That's so that they start. It's not the tension not can again between we and Kamajo there. Then she does all the water salo, but that's the day. Full nominee for video. Social media all day. So people don't understand why AFC can then begin make checkpoint upon checkpoint. They kill na Kenima, they kill Nabo. Imagine Ibrahim don't kill soldier na Kenima, they take the head, go give him mama. Ebo Ibrahim cut the soldier. Na Mende no so say na team new cut her. The head go give mama. Say so for the pikin na Kenima. Wow. Then don't kill brothers and sisters that Tongo. Where they remember I didn't born. Where they want let them talk. Then they talk me doing it there. Even if I didn't born, you go talk me. They go no talk that one. Then kill them 300. These are Limba team the people left. When I actually happy na Tongo. It happened na Bo Johnny. Where is them? Johnny by the way na nothing as them. They hold them more than they happen na Koribondo. That's the crime that they not killing and normal special condom. If you say then they commit and they hold them. This are the talk because I know how it happened. Turn to turn, Koribondo, Bo, na Kenima, na Tongo. This are things will happen clearly. Clearly, we don't see. Then they will say lead me to AFRC. We don't say AFRC lead me to January 6. And then they imagine the army not been divided by tribal line because we now all been come together. So the man they don't come for can kill soldier. Well, if I think and wanna we know the army they know themselves. Then look Papa soldier they know they get to remove soldier. Then get Papa always they get to remove. Imagine think now. Yeah. When that part they get for cage, you think no more now. Each officer they know themselves and they could put two push and the government in company. So imagine this thing happen. Would say January 6 happen, then court and bond poses them with dividing up in day, tribal not in day. So you think and now when the forces they now like all my they watching company now, they know themselves. So German they know themselves, policeman they know themselves, teacher they know themselves. Imagine this nation hide on this one now. If I had a lead you to wait that thing happen, Ibrahim, trust me, Rwanda will be thing of the past. We say these things. Nobody will pray for letting country go into fire. Because I tell people, say, there is no future and not there is no bitter peace. But they can't return Ibrahim. If we not take what in the route we're gonna take, Ibrahim, trust me, you need the order well. I look on Facebook story always talk about all this. What in Ghana did to this pick today? He called that team. The one they will always go teach all leaders them. With them is when they dinner corner and they go inside something that they will misbehave. We can 82. We hold the all is okay. All that you don't want to see on a better pass the people left. Now in the roadmap for Ghana success today. We know say Africa better, but to God we and Ghana and like we compare Africa to abroad. That's also alone in Ghana in the terms of development, in terms of democracy. Now we compare Africa to abroad. How people know what you don't look at this thing. Ibrahim, this is very clear. If you never know the for all device alone, if the Kenyan Republic of South and Southeastern alone, let not Northwest be Republic of Northwestern alone. So let them be in the area. You know see you Southeastern, you know see no one the pan-African, so you can't join we. You can't join with that day. If you are feeling comfortable, because I think Salon, what you make go to Rwanda was Rwanda, that nation now one thing Ibrahim. We will divide that one day. If we do the divide and we go do a record. I tell you, we never fed that day. Until the that day, as a and do the 60s, the 70s, but them are really from this people. If you see a champion, then when I push, they can't keep playing if you see a champion. Since I had the visible, you know, when I push, they're that Ibrahim say something. We them in a push alone RUF, who's big on the whole. They only succeed for Ukana big turn there when the AFRC can inside SLP forceful for go join in a bush and make area for the Hebrews in a tongue. Now bush them in the hide that was all village and then so go in there. They get no big turn. Now Kawati and they go and behave so. The only man who can get them for kill their brothers and sisters. The only man they get that for kill people, they're not getting all the mind and they really take for jubilate. For kill person or jubilate truth, they need like nobody for jubilate for kill person or rudeness. We all get the ability for those things to do so. We get for the side. If we not speak up today, trust me, Ibrahim, Salon, we are heading for the worst.
Kashi, comrade, thank you so much. Very powerful point. Kashi, there is something I want to talk on. When you talk about silence, Kashi, you remember there was a politician who got a conversation with a while back. We say, the one we train and say for be silent. Kashi, my brother, is there any reason for a politician to be silent in times like these? Matter of fact, first of all, politicians don't get an excuse. They say get for be silent. No. You silent now when you're a private citizen. Now then you go exercise your rights to be silent. Even that they left to you. Because let me tell you, Kashi, there is a saying, and it goes like this. They say, let a fool hold his tongue, and he will pass for a sage. Let a fool hold his tongue, and he will pass for a sage. What do you mean? Yeah. Sage, first of all, now aromatic plant, you get fine scent, sweet. Yeah. So when you make big fool, you sit down, wait for talk, you not talk. Now get so first of all, like today. What's in the happen? So right now, with democracy in Sierra Leone, because the one day people speak, they hold their tongue. They say, we know they talk, we don't move them, we silent. When I left and boy, they talk. This is the problem. Kashi, there is something called strategic patience. It gets to a point where you abuse strategic patience. Because everything, the iron, the warm Kashi, where blacksmith, or goldsmith or blacksmith, where you want for cause that iron, that axe, that sword, that machete, and they make sure say, want me, ready. They begin naka. 16 days to elections. Former President Nkrumah give we peace in that country for 10 years. If not for anything, he had for the warm then 10 years. For like Canada and say, 16 days to elections, this nonsense what they happen, enough for happy. For 10 years, I give a peace and silence in this country. So we enjoy. Can't you talk to we, brother? Talk to we. Politicians for being silent at a time like this.
Ibrahim, if a politician goes silent, no say that they beat like, the kind of like, the habit of war in the country. Because remember, we call these politicians, be it parliamentarians or whatever, they're representing the people. And Ibrahim, if I send you for go represent me, you just like one day we come with me, tell me one story where you say, like a lawyer where you're supposed to represent in a court. He say time camp, he tell the lawyer, say maybe the lawyer he don't make him talk for himself. Ibrahim, the moment and like where come when they talk so safe will not take them. Rwanda will be the thing of the past. People will not remember Rwanda anymore. Because these politicians, the way they try to go quiet, so like Ibrahim, this is the problem. Like when they go quiet, the people will not be pushed so badly. Ibrahim, every time I see that they arrest people, every time I see that they wound people, I see the anger in them. They are bitter, they are frustrated. They are just waiting for one thing for spark in that country, Ibrahim. Trust me, like Salon will be like a different country. It's like they say, like we come here and say, we don't learn anything from the war, Ibrahim. And absolutely. When these politicians go quiet, the people are suffering. And when the people suffer for too long, Ibrahim, we all get to a limit where we take things then. We all, no matter how you know patient, we all get to a limit. And people are getting to that level, Ibrahim. This thing when they go on, so where you cannot go to the southeast, then they beat you, then they wound you. Ibrahim, are the same bitter. Watch the people that face them with the wound. It tells you these people, they're just the wait. Like they can always say, every dog has his own day. Ibrahim, it's like I say, this they wait for their own time when they come. This is not going to take Salon any side. And this is what we don't say. When you condone these things, it kind of like open for make people kind of like the country be seen as very shaky on and like it's like a time bomb. It's like a bubble where they wait for boss, Ibrahim. The Salon is a bubble where they wait for boss. If a politician goes silent, it tells you, say, you cannot do your work properly, so let me take the law in my hands. And Ibrahim, Salon, they slowly gets to that stage. The people are going to take the power back. They're going to take the law in their hands because they feel like nobody did protect them. They police them. They don't sound like, Imagine last night we tell we say that the people that where they beat, when they go report the police, that the same one back they arrest. Ibrahim. Because the police are not turn like say, you know what I need for kind of like protect me your job. I need for because if I don't do waiting support SLPP, the president cannot even speak up against these things. Like what the comrade said in a message yesterday, the president go now. That is it okay. Also, it's depends on the number of people that will vote for him. They're gonna tell him and tell and say, oh, he not get enough police.
Kashi. Now President Kuruma na for hold Marabio now to account. Communication Kashi, I don't know if I remember. Marabio be write letter to President Kuruma where the charge Jambola Ebola day. President Kuruma na for come on now for can tell President Bio say, come out and speak about this level of violence where they go to our country. Not scatter this country for we, not divide this country. We have to see that harsh reality coming from President Kuruma now. At a time like this,
well, Ibrahim, you know, right now for this talk we don't talk to people like that for delete we audio they say we don't begin to go after this Kuruma.
Kashi.
Because you know what? They did the faithful look say.
Kashi, remember we are too much.
What would they say? Now for the greater majority interest. If you feel so to talk,
you will not say me no they pay attention to the rubbish they did. You want to this guy for say. When they see these are the facts them where you know President Kuruma at this time 16 days, comrade, you just remind me of what he said the day where APC they get flag there and I the only and go and campaign. 16 days to election, Ibrahim and comrade. You see, but when you talk there, they don't say when will they say anything there. It get the tendency for kind of like calm the waters, for settle the country and point them out. But they will begin to say, people will so misinterpret this and say, oh, now and the Stroma will go after. Alone, we don't all leaders them to books, Ibrahim.
Kashi.
Until we get this, yeah, God.
No, I'm just saying, Kashi, President Kuruma know exactly where we're coming from. President Kuruma is a very, very politically tolerant man. You see, so thinking they Kashi, what's happening in Africa? Not listen to the other people. You see, President Kuruma not to the kind of person where get thick skin, you know, he get thick skin. Not to the person who just get light, you know. He understand exactly how they come out so. But that big man, we know what it is. We know what it is.
Whether President Kuruma understand or not, we are speaking to the people. For me, we are not doing this audios for President Kuruma. We are doing it for the people, for me to understand, say, these people are supposed to kind of like be held accountable for the peace and tranquility of we country, Ibrahim. You know, President Kuruma is a stakeholder. A huge, because we all are stakeholders anyway, but a huge stakeholder, Ibrahim. It gets, like what he always say, he care about the peace for Salon, which he in office for over the 10 years. Ibrahim, it's about time, like, we imagine for make the president, Madam Yo, with always in the God, so always it go reference thing the way they go to social media, but it don't go ever reference the thing they are whether they kill people, whether they jail people, whether they wound people, it don't go ever reference them. Ibrahim, we country, the way we don't see him, then the people want they get for lash out, and like what in comrade they say, I am worried for make we don't get to Rwanda stage. Because like now everybody will get power right now. Oh, now we get power. Una come on now do. We go kill una. We go this una. Una mistake. People they boast for kill their own fellow Sierra Leonean. They boast about it. You know, Ibrahim, we country, we need prayers. Because the police cannot protect the people. The military cannot protect the people. They are under their payroll. If any military person talk against, not Oyanda, like a colonel, we come here to talk about. We talk about the reality in the barracks. What did they do? They kind of like they go put on a guard room force or wherever it is. Now I think comrade you said they don't release about or so whatever or the defend way for dismissal now. Ibrahim and comrade, we don't see story them where they arrest people where they speak up. Just the truth. When you walk it. So now all man they say they say I get family for feed. I get family for feed. They fail for realizing that they destroy the future of this very family where they feed. By the time they don't feed the family done, that the beginning done, the beginning they can meet a rotten system back. This is the thing. People cannot stand up against like bad happenings that we can't get Ibrahim. And this the lead we go for make Salon, you know, for me, Ibrahim. Like the moment, the times with Spain trying to educate Sierra Leonean, this thing where they go on so that Salon Ibrahim, I'm afraid Salon already. I'm sorry.
Kashi, let me tell you something, my brother. You see, it goes back to, you remember when that video come in Kashi, that video where they fire people in the statistics office, when they call them by the last name, when they really name them, fire people. We call parliament, say parliament, when I see that they tolerate this kind of foolishness in our country, nothing was done. We call for an ethnic audit. All the parastatals, them, MDAs, departments, agencies, them. We get over 179 MDAs in that country today. At that time, what we count, almost 166 of those MDAs were led by one type only, Mendes, specifically SLPP loyalists. Specifically, we call parliament back. Hey, parliament, APC, when gets to work now, this ethnic thing so not good now we country. Look at all these parastatals, them. Why not one type dominance now for our institutions, them? All of these things we said. Now this don't make the APC, SLPP over time don't become very emboldened. President Nkrumah don't become very emboldened. You look at the military. I must say welcome the country, they break down for the military structure, the police structure, the CISU structure, the ONS structure. How many times we don't tell about the level of nepotism, family members, them when they inside the institutions they are. Type, Mende, Southeastern. We don't break these things down. You see, Kashi and Comrade, and they always talk back, and I always allow people to listen to this. When you get a bad opposition, then just as responsible for the decadence, the destruction of democracy. When an opposition is not effective, over time, the silence of opposition, when a leader that was silent, when they talk about these things, over time, when disaster strike and for them, that then cause them because they lay the foundation. They say, speak at the time when it's right. I must say, don't talk. Dr. Martin Luther King makes it very, very clear. He said, the ultimate measure of a man is where you stand in moments of, comfort and convenience, controversies and challenges, not when you stand in moments of comfort and convenience. The ultimate measure of a man is where you stand in moments of, controversies and challenges. The same way controversy, they challenges them. President Nkrumah, we give this to you. Take the quote from Dr. Martin Luther King. President Nkrumah, at a time like this, former president, at a time like this, the ultimate measure of a man is where you stand in moments of, controversies and challenges. Not where you stand in moments of comfort and convenience. You work very hard for that country. 10 years of a presidency, peace, tranquility. We don't get everything 100%, but to God, the people and get joy. So even across the country, you go to Kailaun, you fix something for fix. You get water. You did all kinds of things in that country. Bruh, not serious, so you watch democracy and destroy where you fought for. After 10 years, we see that place. You take after Tijan Kaba, at the time we get a brutal rebel war. You come, you normalize the country, you give it peace. But if you see that they watch, you don't can say anything. The judgment, the time will come, you don't go be judged properly. You 10-year legacy, all go to waste. Yes, we go come and remind ourselves, say, President Nkrumah be do well for we, it talk. It work fine, 10 years. No problem, not there the country, no kuskas, no ala, no confusion. He hire Southeasterners, them, make them ministers, them. President Nkrumah a good man. No, yes, we go talk him. But we go reach a point back, people go say, but who said this man sit on 10 years? But your legacy. It has to go at this time like this. This is a crucial moment. Your voice is very important. You can bring a whole peace and calm to the country at this particular point in time. Anything what you say right now, we listen. President Nkrumah, we don't say if you tell people and say, go take up arms today, they're ready for take up. But that's what I know we expect from you. What do we expect from you? Now, for just can't call the realities. What you see so delicate today, what you don't do to SLPP, you don't do to other Sierra Leoneans, them. You allow a level playing field for let people come and participate in a democracy. So in times like these difficult moments, President Nkrumah, this is when Dr. Martin Luther King talker, the ultimate measure of you as a man, it's not where you stand in moments of comfort and convenience, but where you stand in moments of controversies and challenges. Not also you team up when it's convenient, when it's comfortable, but it's where you stand in moments of controversies and challenges. And Sierra Leone is going through a lot of controversies, a lot of challenges at this very moment. President Nkrumah, step up. Come now. It's enough. 16 days to elections, a democratic election. APC na you party. You're a senior elderly statesman. We don't say you don't know politics. But no, not so. Politics is part of us, President Nkrumah. If Salon not stable, if Salon not get peace, you send them for this idea, So at a time like this, for you stabilize things, I think your voice is very necessary. We don't say run up and down go and campaign, but if you office that you owe self, you put out a statement. Like when President Nkrumah, like when Marabio, be write you a letter when you were a president. I want you to remember these things, President Nkrumah.
There's nothing wrong for Mexico campaign.
No, I'm just saying. Let's say the man don't tire. Kashi, no, Kashi. I'm being specific on this issue. You know what I mean? I don't say, right, you know what I mean? I don't say, okay, yeah. I'm just saying, If that is statement, bruh, no say left the campaign, and you know, we see Obama, Barack Obama, we see in America when the time be reach for campaign, where Obama's full sleeve, bruh, where he reached at the podium, Trump in Nakanyakara, and the so President Kuruma get the same authority, bruh. And then Nyaka this mother bio, that 1-2 word no more they put at the table. But you know, Salon people, you see, the fact of the matter remains. What is important, we not for allow politicians to stay silent in times like this. We have to speak up. They have to speak up. Then they for calm. Let history not judge them wrongly at this particular point in time. You know, that is very crucial. That is very important. Now, I make us do this today. But we see the violence in the country. We see the level of atrocious activities of the SLPP people. You know, and we cannot continue this. And every leader, we see them over the past few years. They watch Satalamin, like how you said, talk and comrade, was raped. And they talk every day, say, Satalamin, for take care and go to parliament. Only hand up if they don't do anything there. If Satalamin be the worker at the world now today, they give speeches. Comrade, tell me how anybody they going to do the same thing again at the part of the South. But the same thing is going to be repeated because the people that were responsible, the parliamentarians, them in the opposition at the time, we before take Satalamini hand, all them up, can't go to the well of parliament. Say this woman was raped by 7 men because she supported APC party. They not do comrade. They not do They fail their responsibility. This is the thing, so they say, and I hope Sierra Leoneans not the land. Because, you know, at least if anything now, everything the canto lights, everything we want to talk to her about. We don't say anything because we want for say. We say what you know, we talk what you sabi, we talk how democracy they progress in the country. Now then when they when you look at every violence, when they arrest people, lock people them up, we see no man go take picture and say, oh, you listen to CID. Not to so you legislate, not to so you legislate. There whose measures will not take for precautions will prevent this from happening. Who say you go in an interview, we not see nobody in an interview, we not see BBC. We don't see 98.1. We don't see AYV. Take to this day. And they talk back the running mate of the APC party. Chano Majuba. No go na AYV. No go na BBC. No go na Voice of America. No go na Radio Democracy. Na disgrace to we nation. It is a shame. It is disgusting. All of us should bow our heads in shame. All that nonsense they did. Now make democracy don't deteriorate so. Now make SLPP feel and get in mind for do what they want for do. Salon people until we stand up and hold people accountable for doing their jobs. We don't go no say that libel we want libel SF, but you don't get forget a chance still. Because the democracy way deteriorates to a point. So God in this day, the only other option we get for left. Now a massive revolution. Because they say when dictatorship becomes a fact, a revolution becomes a right. And we see what's happening across the world. We see what's happening in Rwanda. We don't want to repeat of harm. People not deserve for the lost their life senselessly. We for work together as a nation. The SLPP gets a responsibility for educating people. It's about civic responsibilities. Why you go target on a person because they don't support your party? Then sabi within a democracy. So this is the responsibility of these people. Anyways, Comrade Cashew, I can go ahead.
Ibrahim, I think we should end it here, to be honest.
Exactly. That's Mr. Fancy. You know, you don't do fine closing. Let it left so. The closing we don't do so. Let it left so. Let people think.
Absolutely.
If they either they want for let them truth them picking them back, picking big run. Ibrahim they tell this thing. I don't see. Yeah. Is that
All right. Thank you guys. Bye bye everybody. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No close, Ibrahim.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.